Drexel comes from 16 points down. The other night here on CN8 from 15 down. Tonight, far more emotional, though, as they come back and win this one over Towson 72-71. Down to the court we go with Rob Kennedy standing by with Bill Harriet.
Well, thanks a lot, Scott. And I tell you what, Bill, have you seen a wilder and wackier game than that, or a wackier finish coming down the stretch?
I mean, there's been a few this year that we've been involved in, but I think this one definitely tops it all. But, you know, I think you got to give our kids an awful lot of credit for hanging in there and kind of persevering, because, again, it's another game where, you know, we were kind of down and out, and the kids really made plays and showed a lot of guts.
A lot of guts, and Joe Lindeman went down with a vicious shot, a very bad shot. You haven't seen the replay. It's even worse on tape than it probably was live. What did that do to your team? How did you guys regroup and come back from that?
You know, I don't know. I'd like to hope that maybe our kids got together and realized, you know, I've been trying to tell our kids the last couple of weeks, people have been coming into our gym where we've been very successful and kind of pushing us around a little bit. So I don't know, maybe that motivated them. I hope Joe's okay. You know, it was a bad shot.
Well, we're going to take a look at that shot right here on the monitor. As I said to you when we were coming over to Newton, a black belt in karate. You see right there the fist as he kind of sets up and then comes right through. Certainly no attempt at the ball, so that's a tough play, and obviously your reaction to that.
You know, I don't think you want to see anything like that in the game of basketball. I mean, I'm more concerned right now about my player, his health. I hope he's okay. I don't know yet. Obviously, watching that, there's no place in basketball for that.
And do you expect something to come of that beyond the suspension for the rest of the game?
Well, I think that's in the hands of the league and the commissioner. You know, I'm sure they're going to see it, so that's their decision. It's not my decision.
Well, there's some great plays down the stretch. The basket that cut it to one. I tell you what, Mike Durakis came back and made some incredible shots from you for deep.
Well, you know, I think Mike, you know, he's our go-to guy. Obviously, he wasn't putting the ball in the basket early in the game, but we wanted to keep going to him. And he's such a good shooter. He's a streaky shooter, and he made some big, big baskets down the stretch.
All right, congratulations. We'll let you get into the locker room with Joe. And with us, the guy who hit that big shot and then the huge three throws to send this game beyond overtime. You've been in overtime your last two games. I guess when you were standing at the foul line for that last shot, you said enough with overtime, and you stepped through and hit that one.
Yeah, it was good we didn't want to go to overtime. I think God owed me those free throws after all the other ones that I missed and all those shots. But I don't know, Coach told me to keep shooting the ball, and Joe basically our best player. When him going down, we didn't want to lose the game with him out, and if he's out of the game, I guess I'm supposed to take those shots.
Well, you took those shots, none bigger, though, than the foul shots coming down. Let's take a look at the foul shot and check out your concentration. We're going to take a look at the foul first, excuse me. It looked like you might not have been able to get a shot off, but certainly your progress was impeded as you get fouled right there.
I was just trying to give him a ball fake because I received the pass and he came at me so fast. I was just trying to ball fake and get a shot up on the rim, but thank God he fouled me before I could even take it.
And here's the concentration, the good follow-through on the last one, and then a little bit of a reaction right there. Certainly a terrific comeback for you guys. Tell me what you guys were thinking about. Certainly a lot of emotion that you guys were feeling after Joe going out, and a lot of emotion with the great comeback.
It's been a roller coaster ride of a season. Every game, you know, is down to the wire. And, you know, what they did to Joe is not right. And I hope something really happens to the other guy that caused that. But, you know, we needed this game because the way the league is this year, you know, everyone's bumping everyone off. And this is a must-win game. And basically every game the rest of the season is a must-win situation.
All right, well, congratulations. Terrific performance down the stretch.
Thank you.
Scott, as you said, an improbable and impossible win, but one of the most exciting basketball games you'll see coming down the stretch.
Well, make no doubt about it, and Mike Durakis really turning it on in the second half of play, turning back around again, and after a struggle from the floor all night long, hitting shots from deep, bringing his team back 27 on the night, the most important coming on the final free throw of the night that gave Drexel the 72-71 win. We'll take a break, and we will be back in West Philadelphia in just a moment. Welcome back to West Philadelphia, and Drexel coming up with a huge win tonight, a big comeback win, 72-71 over Towson, and Towson ends up blowing a 16-point lead late in the game, and obviously that bizarre play and the dirty play kind of turned the game around. Let's take it first from Towson's perspective. What are they looking at right now after having looked square in the face of a big road win?
Well, and it was a stupid play. I mean, besides being a dirty play, it's a dumb play because your team's sailing along. They're playing terrific basketball. Mike Jaskowski's team completely outplayed Drexel for the first 30 minutes of the game. And one play by one player wiped out all those good things that they did in that game and allowed Drexel to come back and come up with an incredible win.
Well, when we talk about that one play, maybe you're joining us late, maybe you had not seen it. Obviously a very dirty play, but one that the entire game turned on. Take a look at it down low now. Linderman back it in. and Newton clotheslines him. And that shot comes in a premeditated way with the fist clenched. Look at the
You
fist
see it
right
there. As soon as he backs up, he had no intention of making a play at the ball. He just kind of backs up. You see the fist come, and he just swings right away. And right there, that is one shot right to Lindeman's face right there. And we still don't know exactly where he is right now, and hopefully, you know, he's not seriously hurt.
Well, if you once again missed it, Linderman was down for a good 5 to 10 minutes on the floor. They finally took him back out again, conscious, kind of stumbling a little bit going out again, and with a lot of blood coming out of him as well. Now, we don't want to dwell too much on this, but this is the definitive moment and the defining moment of this game for a couple of reasons. Number one, you're talking about an act that's going to have some sort of retribution down the line from the America East. I don't mind standing here and saying that to you. On the other side, you're also talking about the time when the game turned. And with a 16-point lead, it just turned on a dime. It took Drexel a long time to try to get rid of that. In fact, down to the final 0.7 of a second before it finally happened. But indeed, Drexel did get it done and won it by 1. Taking a look at the team comparison from tonight's game for both teams. Towson finished the game shooting at 56.5% to just 42 for Drexel. Drexel also put up a lot of three-point field goals trying to get back into this one. Towson had the rebounding edge, but more turnovers for Towson, and those turnovers became a big part of the game in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, Drexel made some incredible plays down the stretch. It was more than just that one play that turned the game. It was some incredible shooting from deep by Durakis, Gaffney, 15 points, including a 4-point play. So they needed to make some incredible plays to come away with the win. Lindeman 12 before he went out.
Well, meantime for Towson, quite a night as well. Marlon Wise with a career high. He's generally a guy who beats Drexel at 25 tonight, not quite enough to win the game. Derek Newton had 15 points at halftime, 17 for the game when he was ejected from the game for throwing that forearm. Biggs and Lexer also coming up with 10 points tonight for the Tigers of Towson. So, we gave you what it's going to mean to Towson. What is this going to mean as far as Drexel goes? We mentioned the fact that they're coming into tonight's game 2 games under, now 1 game under 500. They kind of have a win almost in hand, and a 20-point lead in a game that was suspended. And right now, you've got to wonder, we kept joking about it